Hey guys, I want to make a video about a recent purchase that I made. This tank for my Marauder rifle, air rifle, and the reason, one of the reasons of the video is that when I was doing some research, I couldn't find anything that will show in detail about this particular tank. It comes from Joe Brancato at airtanksforsale.com, and like I said, when I was doing the research, done about a month, went online, did some reading, and I was trying to figure out how exactly it works and how exactly one can fill out a rifle. So here it is. First of all, Joe sells on his website 3 tanks. This one is the largest one. It's called Great White. It has 97 cubic feet. There is a smaller version, 71 cubic feet, which is called Tiger Shark Deluxe. And then the third one, which is a portable version, 18 cubic feet, called Guppy. In fact, all 3 of them are portable, but the smallest one, the 18 cubic feet, is the one that it's the easiest to carry. All 3 tanks can be filled up to 4,500 psi, and before I went ahead and purchased this, I looked at different other options, including the scuba tanks, but those tanks, majority of them can be filled up to 3,000 psi, and I shoot my Marauder from 3,000 psi, so I start with 3,000 psi, and then I refill it when it gets down to 2,000 psi. These tanks are made out of aluminum, and they have a layer of carbon fiber on top. Now, the tank itself, when it's empty, weighs about 12 pounds, or a bit under 12 pounds, and this particular one comes, in fact, all 3 of them come with a TJ3 slow flow airgun valve. That one allows you to fill up the tank of the gun in a very slowly. In fact, I'll show you later how I'm filling up my gun. They also come with this large 2.5-inch stainless steel glycerin filled gauge that shows you the pressure in your gun when you're filling it up. It comes with a 40-inch, about 3 feet micro bore hose that has steel ends and stainless steel strain relief at each end. So this springs, in other words, it doesn't, the keel doesn't kink. Also comes with female quick disconnects that connect to the tank. This particular model that I got, in fact, Joe has different options on his website. The one that I have here is the full armor, and I'll explain shortly what it contains. One other thing I want to mention: this particular one has the second gauge that shows constantly the pressure in your tank. Without this gauge, I don't know how one can tell how much air is left. So this is definitely one of the best additions for the package. Like I mentioned, Joe sells different packages. This one is the complete full armor package. When I was trying to decide which version to go with, which package to go with, I called Joe, and I told him that initially I was going to buy the tank, obviously, the second gauge, and only the armor. But then he explained me that the majority of the people that are buying tanks from him are getting the full package, including the handle, the feet, and the boot. So I thought about it, and a few days later I went to the range, and it just happened that I ran into a guy who had exactly this package. So I started talking about him, mentioning that I also want to buy the tank, and ask also for his opinion. And he said that he advises me to go ahead and get it with the handle and the feet and the boot, because this helped him a lot. So now I can see why he was saying that. So the feet are held in place by two bungee cords, and they're pretty solidly hooked up to the tank. The handle, this harness has some sticky tape, Velcro, and it's very solid. So I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. You can definitely rely on it. This version also comes with a quick disconnect, and this is really good in case that you want to either carry the tank around or put it in your car, and you just want to make sure that nothing gets snapped. Also good for when you're out in the field and you want to fill up the tank at the paintball shop. I normally fill out mine at the Sport Chalet, and they say either leave the cable or you can just take it off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my Marauder. Okay, so right now I'm down to, say, 2000 psi, right? Okay, let's connect this quickly. And when I was doing the research, one of the question I had was, how long would it take to fill up the Marauder? Well, let's see. Oh, one other thing, the slow flow. You can easily control it, and it gives you enough time, you see. So that's about right. So how long did it take? About, let's say, 10 seconds. And I'm almost up to 3000 psi. So from 2000 psi to 3000 psi in probably less than 10 seconds. Not bad, huh? That's pretty much what I wanted to say, and I wish this info was available for anyone interested in this tank. It is a great investment, great tank. Don't have absolutely any complaints. I'm extremely happy. I went ahead and I got the, let's take the gun off the table. I'm extremely happy that I went ahead and I got the full armor, just because I'm carrying it around, and without the handle and the feet or the boot would be pretty difficult to carry it. So if anyone is interested in getting this, I highly recommend them. I went with a big 97 cubic feet just because I like to shoot a lot, and I mean a lot. But again, either one of them will work. My next project would be to cascade two of them. That would be the ultimate. Have two tanks, get them either the same size or this one and the smaller size, and then cascade them, and from that moment on it's pretty much you go through this one and then you keep the other one to top off and keep going and going and going. For anyone interested in getting these tanks from Joe Brancato, I'll leave a link down below the video, and also this is his business card. So Joe Brancato, and the website is airtanksforsale.com. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.